So if you got the email, you saw our theme tonight is Warrior Within. Um, so many reasons to tap into our inner resources. One, it's just a good practice, just in general. And the second is to really highlight the difference between brute strength, which is what we need sometimes. Sometimes we just need to barrel through the day. Like if it's like a Wednesday and you just got to make it to the end of the week, sometimes you have to like barrel through it. But then it comes to the idea of what is strength in our spiritual practice, or strength even in our psychological practice, addressing past trauma, addressing habits that we have that we don't like, addressing parts of ourselves that don't like other parts of ourselves. And that's where we move into the strength of the heart. So compassion, love, understanding, all coming from this space of heart opening. And we can blend that with third chakra. If you've been coming to the chakra series, you know all about this stuff now. But third chakra is actually about courage and strength and willpower, determination. When we bring these together, we come into this calm strength, the steadiness, like the strength of a mountain, unmovable, unshakable, steady groundedness. And so our practice tonight will focus on activating both of these energy centers, the third energy center, and then also mostly the heart. Really getting into that spaciousness, doing some heart opening practices that just allow the heart to just melt open. So I'm excited for this. I hope you're excited for this. And we're all here and we're going to jump into it. And I'm going to jump into it by changing things up already. And I'm going to ask you to lay down, but I'm going to ask you to lay down in a specific way. Now, this requires a prop. And if you don't have a prop, don't worry. There's a few options. The first option is to take a blanket like I have here, and I'll scoop back so you can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to roll this up. And I'm going to place it somewhere toward the top of my mat. And eventually I'll come to lay down so that my shoulders, or sorry, my mid back is pressing into the blanket. My shoulders are on the ground, the head is on the ground, and I'm coming into this restorative back bend. If you don't have a blanket, but you happen to have a block, you could do the block version of this, where you have the block in this space, not on the blanket, but instead. And from the base of the shoulder blades and then upward, you can lay down and do this restorative back bend here. Now, if you do not have either, don't be discouraged. I'm just going to have you lie down on your back in Shavasana. And I'll be bringing in some intention as we open the heart here, and you'll still get the energetic effect of it, even if you're not having your back pressed open, okay? So either the block, the blanket, or none at all. We're going to come to lay down over it. So if you're using the blanket, you want the blanket to press somewhere at the base of the shoulder blades so that your shoulders can come to rest on the ground. You don't want it jammed into your lower back. You want to make sure this is toward the upper back. And just find what feels comfortable. If you were actually in a physical classroom, I'd come around and help you shift, but I can only do so much on camera. So we do what we can here. And allow the feet to be wider apart, arms out to the side. And feel the heart opening toward the ceiling. We'll do our centering practice here. So feel yourself get quiet as you lie down. And as the heart begins to open. And the first thing you may notice as you lay down with this intention is there might be some resistance to the heart opening. There might be some physical resistance, parts of the body that feel tight. And there also might be some psychological resistance. There might be just like, oh, we have to open the heart. We have to be gushy and compassionate. Oh, I don't want to be gushy and compassionate. There's those parts of ourselves. Just notice. We don't have to wish that wasn't there. Because part of this big compassion is accepting all aspects of ourselves, whether it's tightness physically in the body or some constriction in the mind. And as we lie here, we'll practice a quick meditation called the continuous breath. The continuous breath. So with your inhale, imagine a silver stream of light entering through the nostrils and coming down to spiral at your navel. Then with your exhale, see that light, that silver light, come up to the region of the heart and spiral at your heart. And then inhale, see that same light move back down to the navel and see it spiral at the navel. And then exhale, see that light come back up to the heart and spiral at the heart. Inhale, silver light spiraling at the navel. Exhale, silver light spiraling at the heart. And just continue to see this light move in this way. Inhale to the belly. Exhale to the heart, spiraling at each. And imagine that this light is just creating some harmony between these two spaces. The strength of the navel and the openness of the heart. Inhale, navel. Exhale, heart. Let's take another couple of breaths. Inhale, navel. Exhale, heart. Good. Then allow the imagery to fade. And just sense a light, energetic pulsing at the heart and at the navel. Feeling them a little bit more synchronized or connected. And then very carefully, I'd like you to roll to a side off of the prop and then slide it out from underneath you and come to lie back down on your back. Maybe already starting to feel a sense of melting at the heart. And then go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Feeling connected to your breath. With your inhale, take your arms toward the sky, then all the way overhead, knuckles on the floor above you. As you exhale, release your arms back down. Take them down to your side. Inhale, take the arms all the way overhead. And exhale, arms back down to your side. We're going to add the legs this time. Take the arms all the way overhead and extend the legs toward the ceiling, reaching through the heels. Exhale, bring the knees back into your chest, bring the arms down. Inhale, extend, legs toward the sky, arms all the way overhead. And exhale, bring it all back in. Continue. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do two more. Good. Then Go ahead and extend the legs toward the ceiling. Leave the arms overhead as well. We're going to breathe here and do your best to connect your lower back to the ground here. And keeping that connection, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower your right leg forward about 4 inches off the floor in front of you. Then inhale, pick the right leg back up. Then exhale, extend the left leg forward. Again, just hovering off the ground a little bit. Then inhale, pick it back up. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left leg forward. And inhale, lift. Right leg. And up. Left leg. And up. Good. Take the right leg forward and stay and breathe. Lower back connecting to the ground. Maybe shaking a little bit here, that's fine. Inhale, right leg lifts. Don't think about it, just do it. Take the left leg forward. Stay, hover, breathe. Lower back connection to the ground. Soft jaw, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, knees to chest. Bring the arms down. You can hug the knees on in. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Deep breath in. This time, exhale, curl your chin in toward your throat. Bring your forehead up toward the knees, shoulders lift. Good. Extend your arms forward. Extend your legs forward, boat pose. Breathe. 2, 1. Bring the knees in. Exhale, release down. Take a breath. We're going to go a bit further. Take a deep breath in. Chin to throat, forehead lifts, arms and legs extend. Breathe. Shoulders off the ground. Lift the legs up a little bit more. About 45 degrees. Deep breath in. And exhale, knees to chest, release down. Creating a little bit of fire tonight in the core. Deep breath in and out. And with your next exhale, chin to throat, forehead lifts, extend the arms, extend the legs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, left knee to chest. And then switch legs. And switch. And switch. 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 Keep the legs going. Bring the hands behind the head. Squeeze up a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in, release down. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Good. Feeling sensation, energy at the belly, fire building at the navel. Go ahead and hold behind your legs or behind your thighs. Then go ahead and rock back to your shoulders and rock up to a seat. Rock back to your shoulders and rock up to a seat. Back and up. Back and up. Keep going. Good. Then rock up to a seat and extend your legs forward and fold over your legs. Feel sensation as you fold here. Still feeling that heat at the belly, but feeling some length in your lower back. Staying in the forward fold. Listen carefully. You're going to take your right hand out to the side, and your left hand's going to come to the outside of your right leg. You're still folding forward, but you're kind of just arcing to the right a little bit. Feel your left hip ground. And then come back to center, and we'll go the other way. Left hand out to the side, right arm across the body to the outside of the left leg. We're still extending forward as we fold, right hip grounding. And then come back to center and bring your spine up tall. All right, doing some good work tonight. All right, so bring your feet flat to the floor. And you're gonna hold on to the knees, and you're gonna pull up the heart. Pull it up as much as you can. Pelvis is tilting forward just a little bit. And keep that length in the spine as you pick your feet up off the ground. And breathe. And then place the feet down, get a better grip. Lift back up. And then bring your shins parallel to the floor. We're hovering here. You can hold on to the backs of the legs if you need to, or the arms can just come forward. Good. Hug the knees in and place them down. We're gonna take this a step forward. Just do your best, okay? So lean back just a little bit. Legs parallel to the ground. Knees are still bent here, but the shins are parallel. Good. And then extend the legs forward. Take the arms wide. And then exhale, come back up, crunch, back up, arms forward. So inhale, lean back, arms wide. And then exhale, crunch up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do a few more. Two and one. Feet down. Good job. Whew. Feeling sensation, lower back. The obliques got a little bit of work there. Sides of the body, core. All right, before we do any more damage, let's come on to hands and knees. Good, and from hands and knees, just come right into downward facing dog. Feeling some extension in your spine, hip bones reaching toward the sky behind you. And if you want to, you can start to walk the dog out a bit. Heel to the floor, bend the opposite knee. Good. With your next inhale, come into plank. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. This time coming into plank. Exhale, plank yourself down to chaturanga, 1 inch from the floor. Then press the arms straight, come onto the tops of the feet, up dog, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Good. Again, inhale plank. Exhale chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale downward facing dog. Third time is a charm. Inhale plank. Exhale 1 inch from the floor. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Float down onto hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Sitting back. Then we'll come into active child. So lift the palms, fingertips on the ground like you're clawing the floor. Walk your fingertips forward an inch or two, and then really powerfully sink the hips toward the heels. Feeling big length in the arms, shoulders, sides of the body, down into the hips, low back. Good. Inhale up to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. So looking at the space between your thumbs, either walk, step, or some of you know how to hop forward, feet between the hands. Just come on forward, however you can do it. Then press palms to shins, come halfway up, inhale. Exhale, go ahead and fold down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. One more time. And then sweep the arms out to the side, flat back, come all the way up to standing, reach overhead, and palms to the heart. Good. Take a breath, feel sensation, what's happening in the body, especially that core. We've done a lot for the core so far. It'll come in handy later, I promise. All right. We're gonna do some arm swings next. And we'll do a different variation than we normally do. But I think some, if not all of you, have done this with me before. I have to think about how we get started. All right, so this one is to help really open the shoulders, which also helps to open up the heart. So the movement is arms up, back, cross, back, up, back, cross, and back. So go ahead and join me. Up, back, cross, back, up, back, cross, back. And you can allow this to be a bit dramatic, like really move the shoulders with the arms. There's really no prescribed breathing rhythm for this one. It's just important that you do breathe. And I recommend taking some deep breaths. Good. Feel the full rotation of the shoulder joints up and back and crossing. And if you want to add a level of focus to this practice, you can switch which arm crosses on top each time. Up, back, cross, back. Now, sometimes this practice in particular can start to trick the mind after a while. You kind of forget what you're doing. And that's okay. Just start over if you're not sure what's going on anymore. Up, back, cross, back. Up, back, cross, back. Up, back, cross, and back. Just chant that in your head. Up, back, cross, back. Loose arms, loose shoulders, getting the shoulder blades involved, also helping to open up the pectoral muscles in the front of the chest. Loosening up that space around the heart, 360 degrees. Good, we're almost there. Keep moving. Up, back, cross, back, up, back, cross, and back. Swinging it out. You might notice points of tension rising in the shoulders and neck. Those are knots. If we keep moving, we start to move those out. Up, back, cross, and back. We're gonna go for another 20 seconds. You're almost there. Keep breathing, keep moving. Up, back, cross, and back. Last one. And then relax and release. Tingling in the arms and hands. And before we do anything else, I'm going to have you interlace your fingers behind your back, soften your knees, and fold forward, taking the arms overhead. Feeling the shoulders slip up toward your neck. It's like the tension is just kind of melting off the shoulders and onto the floor. All right, so from here, go ahead and bend your knees deeply. Release the arms, sweep them forward. Let's come into chair pose. Didn't see that coming, did you? Chair pose. So staying in chair, take the arms wide, inhale. Exhale, reach forward, look down. Inhale, open the heart. Take the arms wide, palms toward the ceiling. Exhale, reach forward, look down. Inhale. Exhale, reach. 2 more times. Reach. And inhale, open the arms, stay for the exhale. Then inhale, straighten the legs, reach up, and palms to the heart. And taking a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time. Good. All right. Even I didn't see that chair pose coming. I just thought of it when we were there, and I'm like, let's do this. Living an inspired life over here. So from the front of your yoga mat, go ahead and step your left foot back. Back foot flat on the floor, toes pointing forward, about 45 degrees, prepping for warrior one. Hip bones are pointed forward. Good. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, go ahead and bend your right knee, sink down into warrior, at least warrior with the lower body. Then inhale, straighten the leg. And then go ahead and sink back in. Inhale, straighten the leg. Let's do that again. Sink in and up. Good. Now sink into the pose. We're going to stay this time. Take your arms forward, lean the chest forward, and then take the shoulders back. Doing the back bend in your upper back here. Now keep the back in this flexion here and cross your arms in front of your chest. And we'll do what I call Peruvian arms because that's where I learned this move. Inhale, lift the elbows. And then exhale, break the arms apart, sweep them as far back behind you as you can, and then cross the arms in front of you again. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, break the arms apart, sweep behind you. Then again, cross the arms, lift the elbows, break apart. One more time. Good. Then lift the arms up, straighten the leg, and release the arms on down. Good. So we're going to do the other side, but we'll do it in just a moment. I want to show you a transition that we'll be doing a little bit later in our sun salutation. So there's a difference in the stance between warrior one and warrior two. So for warrior one, the back foot is pointing forward and the hips are pointing forward. For warrior two, it's a bit of a wider stance and the back toes are pointing out, okay? So there's gonna come a time where we have to switch between these fairly quickly in our sun salutation. I'm losing my words today. We'll make it work. So let's give that a try real quick. So we're already in the warrior one stance. And so to come into warrior two, you'll just kind of step the back foot back further and point the toes out. The hips open up out to the side and we sink down in. Good. Let's give that another try. Just step the left foot forward a bit, toes pointing forward, warrior one stance. And then just kind of like leap a little bit forward, pick up the back foot, take it back a bit further, toes out, and then sink in. Good. Let's do one more sink into warrior two. Good, then straighten the leg. Go ahead and step the left foot forward, and we'll take the right foot back. So the back foot's flat on the floor, toes pointing forward for warrior one, because we're gonna do that same exercise on this side. So hips are pointing forward. Take a deep breath in and exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, sink on in and up and in and up. Good, we're gonna hold this time. Go ahead and sink into warrior one. Take the arms forward, heart forward. Take the shoulders back, open the heart. Good. Now keep the upper back in the same position it's in now. Bring the arms crossed at the heart. Then inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, break them apart. Cross the arms, lift the elbows, then break them apart. Again, cross, lift, break apart. One more time. Inhale, lift the arms, straighten the leg, and then release the arms on down. We're gonna do the same transition for warrior two now. Step the back foot back further, toes out to the side, hips open out to the side, and we sink into warrior two. Good, straighten the leg. Exhale, sink in. And back. And in. Good, go ahead and straighten the leg. And then carefully step on forward. Let's come into Uttanasana for a moment. Standing forward fold, just fold over the legs. Soft knees, release the head, neck, and shoulders. We're gonna be practicing a few warrior postures tonight. Again, focusing on opening the heart, bringing up that core to help support that opening. Where might you need some of this energy in your life? Maybe it's your job, maybe it's a specific relationship to a person, maybe it's a relationship to the world in general, or politics, or COVID, or whatever it is. What do you need this energy for? What can you channel it towards? Good. Now go ahead and press palms to shins. Come halfway up, extend your spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And palms to your heart. Good. So I was going to hold off on the sun salutation, but I think now is the time of intuiting this one. So from the front of your mat, go ahead and stand tall. And bring your palms to your heart. Relax the shoulders down the back. Find your breath. And we'll definitely move slowly through these first few rounds because there's a lot of components to it. So I want you to be able to keep up. With your next inhale, sweep your arms down, back, and up. Exhale, bend both knees, sweep your arms behind you, chair prep. Inhale into chair pose. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs. And then exhale, swan dive, fold forward and down. Palms to shins, lift halfway up, inhale. And then exhale, fold down and step your right foot back, back foot flat on the floor, toes pointing forward for warrior one. Bend the front knee. Inhale, reach the arms forward, peel the chest away from the thigh, come up for warrior one, and exhale, stay. Cross the arms at the heart. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, break them apart. We're just doing one this time. Then lift the arms up, straighten the leg. Now with the arms overhead, we're gonna make that transition into a warrior two stance. So hop the back foot back further, turn the toes out to the side, and then open the arms up, open the hips wide, sink into warrior two. Good. Then take the right hand down onto the leg behind you. Inhale, lift the left arm up, reverse warrior. And then exhale, swim all the way forward and step back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, 1 inch from the ground. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Good, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot between your hands, help it through. Back foot flat on the floor, toes pointing forward for warrior one. Inhale, come on up for the pose. Exhale, sink in. Cross the arms. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, break the arms apart, open the heart. And then lift the arms up, straighten the front leg. Turn the back toes out to the side, widen the feet. And then open up into warrior two, arms out. Good. Left arm down onto the left leg. Right arm reaches up and back. And then exhale, swim all the way forward and step forward. Uttanasana. Palms to shins halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. It'll become more fluid as we go along. Inhale, sweep the arms down, back, and up. Exhale, chair prep, bend the knees. Chair pose. Good, staying for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs and fold forward. Palms to shins. Good, and step your left foot back this time. Warrior one prep. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sink in. Cross the arms. Inhale, lift the elbows. Sweep the arms behind you. Then lift the arms up, straighten the leg. Good. Go ahead and step the back foot back a bit further, and then sink into warrior two, arms coming out parallel to the legs. Inhale, reverse warrior, lift the right arm up, and then exhale, swim all the way forward and step back to downward facing dog. Good, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Right, left leg lifts when you get there. Exhale, step it through, help it forward. Back foot flat on the floor, toes pointing forward. Warrior one, inhale. Good, cross the arms. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, break them apart. Good, then straighten the front leg, lift the arms up. Step the right foot back a bit further, toes out to the side. And then exhale, sink into warrior two. Reverse warrior, lift the left arm up, inhale. And then exhale, swim all the way forward, step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the side, come all the way up. Palms to the heart. Let's keep moving this energy. Inhale, sweep up. Chair prep. Chair pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway up. And right foot back, prepping for warrior one. When you're ready, warrior one, come on up. Cross the arms. Elbows lift, inhale. Exhale, break them apart. Sweep the arms around, straighten the front knee. Arms up. Step the right foot back, turn the toes out, and sink into warrior two. Good. Reverse warrior, inhale, left arm lifts. And then exhale, swim forward, step back, downward facing dog. Moving through Danda Kriya. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Once you're there, right foot lifts. Exhale, help it forward. Back foot flat, warrior one stance. Come on up. Cross the arms. Lift, inhale. Break apart, exhale. Straighten the knee, lift the arms up. Widen the feet. Warrior two. Good, reverse warrior, lift the right arm. Exhale, swim forward, step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Again, inhale, sweep. Chair prep, bend the knees, sweep back. Chair pose. Lift on inhale. Fold on exhale. Again, halfway up. And we're stepping the left foot back, warrior one stance. Come on up, inhale. Cross the arms, lift the elbows, break them apart. Lift the arms, straighten the knee, widen the feet, and sink into warrior two. Reverse warrior. Good, downward facing dog, swimming forward, stepping back. Plank pose, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good, left leg lifts this time. Step it on through. Back foot flat for warrior one. Come on up. Cross, lift, break apart. Straighten the leg and arms. Widen the feet. Warrior two. Reverse it. Swim forward and step. Forward, that is. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Palms to the heart. All right, we're going to add a little bit to it this time. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, chair prep. Chair pose. Let's stay in chair pose now. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms away from your head, taking the pinky edge back. Heart is lifting, hips are sinking. And we are, of course, breathing. In this pose, you can even feel the shoulder blades pressing into the mid-back, helping to open the heart, shining it forward. Sink a little bit deeper. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Hallelujah. Halfway up, extend the spine. Exhale, fold down and step the right foot back this time. Good. Warrior one stance. Inhale, come on up. Cross the arms. Lift the elbows. Break apart. And this time, as the arms go back behind you, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the arms off the back and open the heart. Front knee is still bending, still in warrior one stance. Then take a deep breath in here. Exhale, fold forward, chest to thigh, arms overhead as best you can. Humble warrior. Told you, a lot of warriors. Some of you might even be able to drop the chest toward the inside of the left thigh. And then keeping the front knee in the same bend it's in right now, release the arms, sweep them forward, come on up, warrior one. Stay for the exhale. Then inhale, straighten the left leg. Go ahead and take the right foot back a bit. Let's come into warrior two. Bend the front knee, sink on in. Gazing beyond your left fingertips. Breathing. Good. Right hand onto the leg behind you. Left arm lifts up. Keep the front knee bending. Reverse warrior. Heart opening toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, swim all the way forward, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Good. Inhale into plank. Let's stay in plank. Some of you saw that coming. Take the shoulders down the back, looking forward just slightly. Hips in line with the shoulders. Deep breath in. Then with your exhale, plank yourself all the way to the floor this time. Coming all the way down. Probably feels good. Let's take an adjusting breath, just feeling that for a moment. Good, all right. So go ahead and lift the chest and bring your left arm to cross in front of your body. Left arm crossing in front, and this is just to help brace you to hold you up. Then you're going to bend the right knee, bringing the heel in toward the seat. Then with the right hand, reach back and grab the base of your toes. Now when you do that, the hip bone wants to pop up off the floor. So go ahead and roll that back down, and then draw the right heel in toward the right hip, feeling that big stretch in the front of the right thigh, the quadricep. Soften your jaw. Good, and then don't slingshot it down to the ground. Just carefully release that foot. And we'll do the other side. Cross your right arm in front, please. Left knee bends. Reach back and grab the base of the toes. And then go ahead and roll the left hip down, and then draw the left heel in toward its own hip. Powerfully pressing that left hip bone down. Keep breathing. And again, don't slingshot it. Just carefully release that foot on down. Good. So from here, we're going to come into bow pose. So bend both knees. Reach back and grab hold of your ankles with the respective hand. And just like before, the hip pops off the ground. So take a deep exhale. Push the hip down. And then press the feet into the hands to draw the shoulders back and lift the chest away from the floor. Looking forward, bow pose. Heels lifting back and toward the ceiling. And we're breathing, hopefully. Add it in if you're not. Heart opening strong here. Deep back bend in the upper back. Stay for one more breath. And again, don't collapse. Softly release yourself on down. Release the feet. Turn the head to a side and feel. Turn the head to the opposite side and feel. And then go ahead and bring your head back to center. Hands underneath your shoulders. Curl the toes under. Take your time. Downward facing dog. Pushing up and back. And we're going to stay in down dog for probably about 6 breaths or so. And you really want to feel length in your spine here. So bend the knees more than you normally do and shoot the hips powerfully toward the sky, creating this big length from the center of the brain all the way to the tailbone. Just another breath or two here. You're almost there. And believe it or not, there's still another side to do in our series. So when you're ready, go ahead and lift the right leg into the air and exhale, step it through. Back foot flat to the floor, prepping for warrior one because we're going to do warrior one. Come on up. Good. Cross the arms. Lift them up, inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms behind you. Interlace the fingers at your lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the arms up the back. Look up, inhale. Stay for a breath or two. Then deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, chest, thigh, arms overhead. Humble warrior. Keep bending the front knee strong. And again, there's some of you who may have the flexibility to take the chest to the inner thigh. Breathe. Now keeping the front knee in the same bend it's in right now, release the arms, sweep them forward, warrior one, come back up. Stay for the exhale. And inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Whew. All right, take the left foot back a bit further, turn the toes out, warrior two, sink on in, looking forward, just past your right middle finger. Breathe, front knee bending strong. Left hand down, right arm lifts. Heart opening toward the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale, swim forward. Step on forward. Good. Palms to shins halfway up. Exhale, fold on down. Let's do that 2 more times. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Halfway. And down. Sweep the arms out to the side. Inhale, come all the way up. And palms to your heart. You can keep the palms of the heart, or you can just relax them down. Just feel sensation for a moment. We're moving a lot of energy tonight. Feeling a lot of feels. Where do you feel? Where do you feel? Maybe it's some energy around the heart, sensation, maybe some discomfort. Maybe it's around the core, maybe it's your hips, your legs, your arms, shoulders, neck, all of it, none of it. What's your experience here right now? Feeling what is here for us. And then bring your right hand right on top of the heart. And your left hand on top of your abdomen. Inhale, feel the belly expand. And exhale, bring that energy back to your heart. Inhale, breath to the belly. Exhale, energy to the heart. Inhale, belly. Exhale, heart. One more breath. Inhale, belly. And exhale, heart. Then inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Take your time from here. Downward facing dog, stepping back. Hands and knees. Balasana, child's pose. If you want to, you can bring your arms down by your side. And with your front body compressed against your thighs, feel the gentle expansion and contraction at the back of your body, especially the back ribs. The heart chakra it's all the way around. It's 360 degrees. So this is still opening the heart. If anything, it's a surrender to that energy. One more breath. Then inhale, roll yourself on up to a seat. Feel sensation. Maybe feeling energy around the heart, melting, or maybe just a strong sensation. Good. Then bringing your awareness back. We're going to come down onto our seat and bring the legs out in front of you. And have the feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart or mat width apart if you're facing directly forward. Your hands can be behind you, just supporting you. And just go ahead and drop the knees to a side, then come back to center, and then drop the knees to the other side. And just go at your own pace here. Breathing, but there's no prescribed rhythm to the breath. It's just important that you breathe calmly, steady, and just feel any tension in the hips, lower back, muscles of the pelvis. Just feel that relaxing or being soothed by this rocking motion. Maybe it feels like a bit of a massage on the glutes. A couple more times. From side to side to side. Good. All right. I feel like I could do this all day, but we gotta wrap it up. So kind of bring it back to center. And for the next posture, I'd like us to sort of end where we began with that same back bend that we did over a prop. So if you have a blanket roll, again, you'll use that. If you have a block, you can use that as well. And if you don't have either, you can just relax on your back. It's all good. Because again, this is more energetic at this point than physical. So you'll still get the goods. Still get the goods. So go ahead and bring your prop wherever you think your mid back is going to land. It's okay to come up and adjust it once you're there. And then come to lay down over it. And have your feet wide, toes falling out, arms out to your side. And if you need to shift, shift. And as you relax here into this restorative back bend, notice if there's a difference in the quality of this posture now from when we first practiced this an hour ago. Even if you're not on a prop, do you feel any difference, especially around the heart? Maybe it feels like less constriction or tension. Maybe some of the parts of your consciousness that had aversion to the heart opening, maybe that noise or those voices have kind of settled back. They're not as loud or as impulsive to shut down the process. Or maybe nothing's changed at all, and that's still fine. We welcome all experiences here. But do see if you can just create a bit more softness around the heart. The physical tension just melting off the body, off the ribs, into the earth. The shoulders becoming heavier. Maybe it feels like you can bring a bit more breath to the region of the heart. Spacious. As we spend our last few moments in this posture, I'd like you to contemplate Anahata, the heart chakra, the word meaning unstruck sound, the sound of no two things striking together. What is that? Unstruck sound. Try to keep your awareness inward. We're going to carefully come off the prop. So you can roll to a side if you'd like to. Slide it out from underneath you and come back onto your back. You may need to hug your knees into your chest for a moment or two. And then coming back into Shavasana, this time without a prop. And feeling your body just spread into the earth. Opening. And still sitting with the echoes of that contemplation, unstruck sound. The sound of no two things striking. a space of stark nonviolence. What is that? Peace. 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 That's what anahata means. The sound of no two things striking together is the sound of peace. Take a deep breath into that space. Feel it move into your hands and feet, your arms and legs. And when you're ready, rolling to your right side. And making your way up to a seat. Sitting tall once again. Bring your awareness to the heart chakra, the point on the spine behind the center of the chest. And feel space around that point. Forward into the lungs, maybe even backwards into the space behind you. And any constriction that you find as the space starts to expand, feel that constriction just dissolve in the presence of this space. Taking that space between two things striking and making it bigger. Bigger than your body, beyond the lungs, beyond the rib cage, spine. Boundless space in the heart, the teachings say. That when we're grounded in the heart, that we can hold anything. Anything with compassion, anything with peace. Openness. Only compassion is here. Only love lives here. You can let love, that feeling of love, expand with this space. It's the same thing. Love within you, love surrounding you. That's the strength of your warrior within, is love. It's the ability to be compassionate when nothing else seems possible. When all there is adversity, is stepping into the courage of compassion, to love. Bring your left hand over your heart. Bring your right hand over that and bow your chin. Feeling that love expand beneath your palms, within you, around you, as you. And may that strength, the strength to love, continue to guide you. May it continue to expand within you and hold you. And may all of your work here tonight and this practice keep you in that endeavor. Namaste.